Hey guys, welcome back to my platform once again. So now today's class we'll learn how to make this beautiful bubu gown. So first we place a pattern to fold this way. So flip this way, meaning front and back together. Okay, so let me get my tape. Now we have gotten the grain line of our center front, so you have to determine the neck width, which into fold we having 3 unfold 6, as it is 6 inches. Back is usually shorter, neck depth of the back 1 inch or 0.5. The front neck depth basic one is 3 inches. So this first one, sorry about the background noise, line you are seeing here is the length, the width of our bubu gown. Okay, so I'm just trying to use pattern because the fabric is long for better understanding and for the sake of our beginners too. So cut out this as our basic length. Now you fold it this, we can see how it is. It's into two, so we cut to the back neck depth. Do not cut to the front neck depth, okay, to avoid both neckline being the same length. Okay, so cut this way, okay, to the front neck depth. So okay, this is just the basic. Now you open it this way, so you have to iron it on the main fabric to have the grain line. So you can see, so this is the front, the neck depth. Now the plate on the shoulder line, so the plate is usually 2 inches, and you could decide to work with 2 steps plates, all depend on your preference. But the one I have for this the one we're working with, sorry, is one plate. So your one plate starts from your shoulder line. So this is how your plate should look like. So you decide to cut out a strap to just top stitch and flip, but there's no need for that because you have enough fabric here. Just cut it direct. So this is a round sleeve, so you could decide to work with the length of your shoulder to your bust line as a round sleeve opening because it's a bubu gown. Yeah, so I'm just using this for illustration, as I said earlier. So this is the other side piece. So you not just where it should be bold, should not just be like normal basic sleeve or sheer sleeve. Yeah, it should be free because it's a bubu gown. So for those that be working with color combination, and meaning two different fabric, these are center front. Your strap here or your band or your collar, whichever we choose to call it, should be a different fabric, but my client doesn't want it that way. She just want white all through. So cut it this way, but this center piece will be cutting out 2 inches. If your band will be 3 inches, meaning 1.5 on each, you cut it opening 1.5, but we'll do that much later. So you flip right side facing the right side. So what I'm doing now is pinning it down, assuming as is stitches, yeah. So pin down. So this is how you stitch right side facing the right side. The same way on this other part as well, that is other side seam. So right side facing the right side, you stitch. So when tying your through, you flip it this way. You can see the sleeve part, the sleeve opening, because it's a bubu gown. So I'm a bit fast here, so we'll just stitch and aim your sleeve, your round sleeve. Your round sleeve should be 2 inches width because it's a bubu, it should be bold. So for this part, you cut out whatever you're working with as your band. If your band is going to be 3 inches, meaning each piece 1.5, so you cut out 1.5 to the end part. So this is the strap, assumed to be strap. Cut out the strap, which is going to serve as our band or our collar, whichever you choose to call it. As I said earlier, notch the center back, notch the center back of your bubu. Open it this way, stitch this way to your desired length. Okay, you can see when you are done, I have to pin for better understanding. You flip it this way to top stitch, okay, to your desired length. Now we're over to our fabric. It's the same thing, but I just did that, as I said earlier, for the sake of our beginners here. So our desired length we're working with is a 65, yeah, because it's a bubu gown. It has to flow very well. So this is the back. So I've folded my fabric as well. You can see it's really simple though. Yeah, so we can see the front. That's what I did here. Opening straight, flip the back to meet the front. So that's what we have here. So the fabric I have here is Duchess. It's 4 years of Duchess. Okay, now is to place. This is the back, this is the front. You decide to choose the upper part as the front, or depending on your preference. So we have to place the neck width, which the neck width I'll be working with is 3.5 inches. Okay, so the neck depth, you have seen the introduction. The neck depth, basic one, at least 6 inches before the opening of our center front. So when you are done with the neck weight, remember the plate. Place your shoulder. Okay, this is the neck, the plate. So you place your 2 inches of working weight as a plate. Okay, the next one is to place the length of your bubble sleeve. So if it's 10, you place it from the 2 inches that you placed earlier as your plate. Okay, remember 2 inches of allowance for the hemming. Okay, so you place it this way. So if you're weaving it first, also add 0.5 inch. So the first one neck waist, second one the plate, third one the shoulder, and the fourth one is the sleeve length. So the neck front depth, basic one is 3 inches. Before we flip the back panel out, then deepen the front neck depth. So let me quickly connect it to the armhole curve. So this is the front neck depth. This is the back neck depth. Okay. Sorry, trying to adjust my camera for better visibility. So I have to cut to the back neck depth, okay, to avoid the deeper neck on both sides. So open it this way, you can see. So I've opened it. You can see the front, the curve for the neck depth. So you pin the shoulder part this way. You decide to work with shoulder cutout line. Yeah, but this is the easiest way. Yeah, I think this is the easiest way. Yeah, because there's no interfacing on the neckline. It's just a band. So which is your collar or strap, whichever way you choose to call it. So trying to open it up this way. Sorry about the background noise. So open it this way. You can see the front. You can see the front neck depth, very simple to indicate. So you can see the back neck depth. So I have to introduce my pattern as well. So for the center front, please make sure you iron. You can see this part I said earlier. You deepen this part, that is this front cut out slit will be with exact your strap or your collar width, so to avoid shortage when you are done stitching. But first is to cut it out. You can see what I have is 1.5 on each part, 1.5. Okay, you decide to work with 2 inches, but you have to make sure you iron to have that front gray line for on your front panel, sorry, for easy sewing. Okay, so by the time you have through, your front panel will be accurate. Yeah, so I'm trying to cut it out, but before then I want to make sure I pin. Yes, pinning is very important. I have to pin because the length is so long. Remember, the length I'm working with here is 65 inches. Okay, so pin this way, this way. So you may be wondering, well, I did not mention this bust round measurement. There is no need for that because the shoulder takes care of your round bust and your hip round measurement. Okay, so me trying to pin it down and to mark as well for that center front. By the time I fix my collar on my neckline band, whichever we choose to call it, everything will be straight. Okay, so me trying to trace it out. For more free online sewing tutorial, if you are seeing this from Facebook, please go to YouTube, search for Chi Living Signature. And if you're also interested in our offline classes, yeah, please DM with the number you see on the screen here to join our January next year section. So this is the 2 inches I added earlier, so mate, for our plates. Yeah, so this is it. So I have to make sure I pin it properly, but advise you iron. Yeah, iron gives you that stability on this part. You know, the length is so long. Yeah, the length is so long, so you need to have that straight line. So once you iron, you have that grain line, very easy for you to stitch, yeah, and to mark as well. So this one you're seeing, you have to cut out this part. Okay, this part is not needed. This is a leftover fabric. I will cut this part to the down part. So this first marker you're seeing, or mark, let me use the word mark, or line you're seeing here, is the hemming part. So this is me putting it on. I only pin the upper part for better understanding. Put it on. You can see how the 2 inches uh, is on my shoulder part. So this is the hem part. That is the round sleeve hemming part. So this is the front. You can see this part. I haven't pinned this part. You decide to rock it without this pleat on the shoulder line. Okay. Trace it properly now, because this is not a pattern. You have to be straight to the end part. You must mark. Yeah, you must mark to the full length of your bubble gown. Now I have to flip it this way. You can see I'm done iron this part. I'm only focusing on the pleat allowance. First I will iron the full bubble. When I'm done with this part, I will give to my offline student to do that for me. So I'm just trying to place my bubble to make sure I have a straighter line when I'm done stitching. So this is me trying to blend this part properly. Okay, to make sure I blend it properly. So this is it. So I will mark 2 inches, but before then I have to unpin to open it up, because I cannot stitch both sides at once. I have to open it this way. You can see the green line. So I have to start marking 2 inches to my full length. That is the floor length of my bubble gown. If it's 1.5 inches working with, you also mark with 1.5. So you decide to work with 1 inch, but advise you work with 1.5 inches. 130 inches to mark to have straight lines. I will stitch the same way on the other part, but mine was not that visible because it's the same white. As I said earlier, my client wanted white afro. Okay, this is it. Done stitching it. You can see how beautiful it is. Now I have to adjust my fabric, making sure that the shoulder line aligns with each other, so I can be able to find the round sleeve measurement. So you must pin. So what I'm seeing here, the back is deeper. You can see the back net there, so I have to quickly unpin. I remember I used just 1 inch. Yeah, so that's why you must pin, because your round sleeve hemming will control the both front and back. So you could start to work with inner belt. Then when you are through, just stitch, find your nipple to nipple, unfold and tack belt inside to tie in, not visible belt, so that by the time you put it on, the front will be snatched, back will be free bubble. So this is the length. Trying to place my round sleeve measurement. You try to work from the length of your shoulder to your nipple point on that boy. Depending how free you want that part to be, but advice should be 1 inch for your nipple point, on your nipple, shoulder to your nipple point measurement. So I notch this way. So this part, I have to go in with 2 inches. Remember, I'll be aiming it to 2 inches. You try to aim your round sleeve with 1.5 or 1, but advise you use 2 inches if you have enough fabric. So this other part, I have to do the same thing, flip it this way, making sure both sides are meeting each other to avoid shortage when I'm through. So this is it. So I have to open this way, take it to overlocking machine, weave the end part, the fold ones, or if you don't have overlocking machine, just fold in twice. For mine, I will weave before I fold. So I'm done weaving and aiming it. You can see how beautiful it is. This is it. You can see how beautiful it is. You can see. So this split aspect is more advanced. That is the truth. Though it's both are fine. Because I have to forget about the plate, shoulder plate line. It will still come turn out well. Yeah. So this is the strap or your collar, or your neckline band, whichever I choose to call it. So I've cut out fold 2 inches, unfold 4 inches into fold 2 inches. So I have to weave this part. Yeah, I'm done fixing it all around. So I will weave it. You can see how beautiful it is. But remember, we have to top stitch on both. Yeah, so place it this way, flip this part. Sorry, this part is not that visible, it's white all through. So please watch closely. So if you decide to start your top stitch to your, that's from your nipple line or your under bust, we advise you work with nipple line so that you will expose your bows that much. So make sure you iron. Can see how beautiful it is. Note I haven't ironed yet. So please, if you find it interesting, like, comment, share. And if you're new to the channel, please kindly subscribe, like, share as well. I love you all. God bless you all. So me trying to adjust it. Yeah, you see it, the neckline, the back neck depth. So I pin this way. Okay. So this part I pin. So when I want to top stitch, I'll make sure the both side neckline collar kissing each other. Okay, so please pin it. You can see pinning enables the whole thing to be very easy for you to stitch when you just move to your sewing machine. So if it's white, if it's another fabric, they use this part on this front part, it would have been more visible. Decide to use white and black, decide to use a fine fabric, even use a damask on this strap to come out very well, and also add patches on this part, the part before the pleat, shoulder pleat, yeah, it will come out. Just have to be creative. That is just, you can see. But this way, clients, I don't have a show how to work according to clients order. Yeah, so this is it. Me checking it out. So you can see the results out of stitch. Show you guys. So guys, I'm done top stitching on it. So I have to quickly get my scissors to trim out the unwanted threads. Yeah, so this is this. I'll quickly take it to my ironing table. Yeah, to iron. So the center front, that is a center front piece. We decide to work with the front slits. So you can see I didn't stitch it to the end part. Okay, so for the end part, you aim it around. Okay, but advise you aim first before shoulder line stitches plates. Yeah. That is easiest way. So that is all for now. God bless you all. Bye for now.